a new Jazwares Unmatched set. Jazwares AEW Unmatched Series 7 has finally arrived. Can you believe it? Let's unbox it right now.
Alas, I do well.
Are you ready? Did you collect action figures as a kid?
No.
I got a hell of a package.
We're showing everybody's huge packages off here.
Right, yeah.
Perfect.
Disappointment is ruining the packaging, and now.
You want John Cena? You like John Cena?
No one likes John Cena!
This is a great series of interviews. Continue.
I have to know how
to share that with you.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Penta El Zero M right here, looking crazy. And now this guy is like kind of my dark horse to replace a very mystical figure like the Undertaker, because we've seen him do some crazy things, and I wish he would just continue to escalate it and get crazier and crazier. But in the tag division, it's a little bit harder to do that, right? But even so, we have an incredible Penta El Zero M look right here, and we're going to crack it open right now to have a closer look at this AEW tag team specialist. Also, don't forget in the set, his tag team partner, Rey Fenix as well, but we're going to take a look at Penta first. A couple of interchangeable hand accessories right here. Don't forget the AEW World Tag Team Championship right here, a nice shiny gold, looking good. And the Penta figure himself. Can you hear his theme song in your head? Zero middle, zero middle. Very cool. Love the action figures that have the tongue sticking out, especially this one, because it's a little wildly shapen. It's, you know, a unique tongue-out action figure right here with the tongue not shaped like everybody else's. How cool is that? Great ring gear that he has right here. Like I said, there's some awesome mysticism to it, and I hope that continues. On the back right here, you can see a kind of wild design with some fingers sticking out right there. You can see the red, silver, and black trim, and of course his kind of sarong right here. His belt, I wouldn't even know what to call this, but it's great detail, great kind of bendable plastic right here, and some knee pads right here to go with it, also uniquely designed. So a great Penta treatment, which is kind of hard after the Supreme figures that we just got of Penta and Fenix, but this is a great basic option if you're looking for just kind of a Penta in the standard AEW line, and this is a way to do it. There he is, Penta, right there. I told you Rey Fenix was next. Did you think I was playing? Did you think I was playing? I'm not playing. Here he is. All happy on the back, probably because of a win. Looking good. Either way, another great tag team specialist right here. Also with a great look, you know? I said that Penta could be the next Undertaker in terms of popularity. Could you be looking at the next Mysterio right here? You never know. Masked wrestlers always have that chance to appeal to a really broad crowd, and Rey Fenix is no exception. A couple of interchangeable hand accessories here, very cool. And this one tattooed, as you can see. The other half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, of course, gets a World Tag Team Championship belt right here. Nice and shiny gold. And look at Rey Fenix himself right here. Apologies for the lighting in the room that I'm in, but this is a nice shiny silver jacket. You know, it doesn't do it justice hitting off kind of a standard room light, but very cool, and a great soft good jacket that you can of course remove to reveal some tattoos underneath. Here he is, all smiles. You see those accurate tattoos, plenty of color popping out of those, looking really good. Tattoos on the side of his abs right here too, on his stomach, the rib cage tattoos. Gotta love those. A very popular choice by professional wrestlers, and for a reason, because they look good. And here's those long ring tights with some gold, silverish flame designs licking them like the devil right there. Some symbols in the front. Cool adjustable knee pads right here. They can be shifted up and down if you so desire. And some wings on the side of his boots right here. Some great molded tips, as you can see on the side right there. So very unique Rey Fenix figure. And again, we just had those incredible Supreme treatments of the Lucha Bros, so we weren't expecting them to see them in the main line, but we got a great mainline version, so who's complaining? I'm sure not. And here's Pock, the absolute B word. Yeah, the word we're talking about is bastard. I guess it's not even a bad word in this day and age anymore, is it? But here's Bastard Pock right here. Known only as Pock on the packaging, of course, because you still can't sell a toy that says bastard on the package, but great name for this guy. Here he is. Looking jacked as ever right here. A staple of AEW, of course, with some of the wildest moves you can think of. And we'd like to get a closer look at his action figure, of course, because we've had one before, but this one makes some improvements and some updates to give us a little more direct version of Pock than we've seen previously. A couple of interchangeable fist accessories for Pock right here. A roaring additional head sculpt, of course, and as you can see underneath the hair, we've got kind of that shaved head look going on. Pretty wild looking for sure. This is almost like a floating disembodied head monster, but that's very cool. You can switch it in and out with your other Pock heads. Speaking of other Pock heads, look at this one with the blindfold across the eyes. Again, a great treatment. Maybe the definitive Pock treatment here. Not sure if we'll see it again or have seen it previously for him to get a version like this. So pretty cool to see right here. Check that out. Of course, a nice AEW microphone accessory here for those that like to talk, as Pock does. And check out the Pock figure itself. Now, height accurate, it seems to me, also with an eye patch on this head sculpt. That incredible physique that Pock has. You know, he's got that kind of stocky upper body, and for me, it's reflected here. We got those painted on arm straps right there, which I think is a great choice to do with those instead of something removable or shiftable or anything like that. Some black trunks with a little bit of red trim right there in the front and the back. Same thing with the knee pads. Some nice simple red designs right there, and some solid black kick pads for a solid wrestler with a solid wrestling action figure. Great treatment here for Pock. Thunder Rosa, clap, 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 clap. So we've seen Thunder Rosa make a return. It's been good to see her after all this time. Hopefully, you know, her injuries aren't too nagging for her. And a great person to come across in person. Of course, very humble, very thankful for her wrestling action figure. So if you didn't get your Blood and Guts Thunder Rosa exclusive to Ringside Collectibles yet, now you have a chance to pick her up in the standard line with this dope yellow and black gear. She's also I believe the Chase this time around, one of the Chase variants. But I don't have that one here with me today, but we'll take a close look at this yellow one. And her career is going to continue, of course, no matter what type of nonsense is going on and arguments are taking place and this person said that or that person said this. I have a feeling that Thunder Rosa will be on the other side of that, no matter what. You do get this half Mexican-American flag right here, included with the figure. As you can see, it's printed on just the one side, but nice little accessory to be included in the back of the package. Don't throw it away. If you tear your packaging like me, don't rip it, because it's right there in the back of the card. Couple of interchangeable hand accessories right here. A couple of interchangeable fist accessories, of course. An additional Thunder Rosa head sculpt with the tongue out right here. Half face paint, half not face paint right there. Even though she got a little bit on that side. Kind of crazy looking, right? We love that. We love when people get crazy in professional wrestling, and Thunder Rosa is no exception. Check out the Rosa figure itself. Great kind of serious head sculpt right here. Spot on, looking just like her on both sides. Especially you look at that side profile, that's like standing next to her in person right there. Sometimes these head sculpts are just incredibly spot on, and you can really see it, especially if you've ever come across Thunder Rosa or seen her in a match live, for sure, because it's definitely there. Got a dope black and yellow bodysuit right here with those black and yellow armbands. Great simplistic yet striking lightning design right there. Gotta love that. A little bit of an accurate leg tattoo right here. See that? Here we go on the back right there. You can see the back detail of the ring gear and black and yellow boots right here. Again with those simplistic lightning strike designs. I love it. I'm all about that. A little bit of gold trim on the bottom of the boots here too. So Thunder Rosa getting another excellent wrestling action figure treatment from the Jazwares AEW team. Y'all don't know me, y'all don't even know me. Just like Hook's theme song says, Hook. Here he is, Hook, finally here in the Jazwares AEW lineup in Unmatched Series 7. Long awaited, Hook finally makes his debut. The son of Taz, a man of few words, but a man of loud actions as he takes the wrestling world by storm and brings a really intense fight style to professional wrestling, right? He's got that kind of MMA level intensity. He wears the fight shorts. You would think he's a small guy, but size doesn't matter in this case, right? Because he's kicking plenty of ass on the AEW wrestling roster. A couple of interchangeable hand accessories here. And look at this additional head sculpt with some wavy hook hair. Check that out. You can see it, especially with just the head as an accessory, how wavy his hair is, man. Look at that. Modern style. This is a Gen Z thing right here. You know, not many older style folks can pull this off, much like kids these days can. So you can see that with Hook, reflected with Hook right here, with a very serious face. Look at that. Here's the Hook figure itself, dead serious, with a little bit of a chain going on right there. You see that? You see that chain he's wearing? Accurate tattoos, again with the crazy hair that only Gen Z can pull off, right? And some accurate tattoos right here. Gotta love the mom tattoo on that arm. But Hook's finally in the Jazwares AEW line, and again, a new kind of new body molds, new body parts here that reflect, you know, Hook's kind of lean size instead of just throwing him on like a big bulky body like the old RA days. That's not what's happening here with Jazwares. So you see Hook, he's got them green fight shorts right there with Hook in black and orange, a nice little tribute to his old man right there. Tattoo on his stomach, white wrist tape, and hand wraps with a little bit of texture on them, so they are not just painted on, you know, there's some molding there, which is nice. Great fight shorts and some dope white boots, short white boots with some laces. So I'm all about this for a professional wrestling look, and Hook makes it work. So if you're looking for a Hook, you finally got it right here in AEW Unmatched 7. And CM Punk's first mainline figure since returning to AEW television with AEW Collision. Of course, there's the Ringside Collectibles exclusive dog collar match, CM Punk versus MJF. That's the previous Blood and Guts figure. And CM Punk is back in the main line, but with an LJN style figure, right? Long time coming for CM Punk, who I don't think ever received an LJN style figure before. I might be, I'm trying to think. I might be wrong on that, but either way, this one, an excellent treatment, especially because of the tattoos that he's got going on here. Great in packaging, great kind of LJN style coloration, gives it that little variant look, you know, makes it seem like a chase almost, which is really exciting. It is funny that it says watch Dynamite and Rampage back here because, you know, Collision didn't exist when this was being made. Either way, very cool. Look at those happy faces on the side of the packaging. You recognize any of those folks? You never know. Might be someone you know. On the back here, Wrestling Superstars CM Punk card and description that you can trim out, cut it out, and collect them all, right? Just like the good old days. And inside, we're going to go ahead and crack it open right here and take a look. It does come with a special LJN style poster right here. We can go ahead and take that out. I ripped mine just a little bit. Make sure you take that out carefully if you're someone that rips packages like I do. But you got this nice little mini CM Punk poster right there. Check that out. Again, with some friendly faces in the audience, all enjoying themselves at a happy wrestling show. Look at that, even some selfies going on right there. Very cool. So CM Punk making the people happy just like he always does. Or perhaps mad if you're someone that likes to watch the Wednesday show. That's not me though. I'll be watching the Saturday show featuring this guy right here. CM Punk, CM Punk. Let's take a closer look at this figure. As you know, LJN style figures, they don't have articulation or anything like that. They're nice and stuck in place, almost like mini statues, right? And this fits right in with previous LJN style figures. He couldn't have asked for a better figure treatment. He did say that this is, if you heard Punk, he said this is one of his favorite figures of himself that's ever come out. And there's a reason for that, because it's very cool. It's got an old school style, all his accurate tattoos and just full incredible color right here. You know, of course, as best as they can do around some of the copyright on some of them, but that's okay because it still fits on just really nicely. And you can see it all here, and it pops even more on a figure like this, which is almost, you know, LJN style figures, more like mini toy statues, right? Kids back in the day used to still play with them just like wrestling figures, and you can do that with this CM Punk as well. We got the long boys on right there, the cool boots. CM Punk ready to go. And we're fans of CM Punk here at Ringside Collectibles, especially LJN style. All right, Jazwares making a triumphant return in AEW Unmatched Series 7. We got Pock, the bastard Pock right here with the eye patch, looking really good. We have Rey Fenix right here, and Penta El0M as the Lucha Brothers get a little bit of a mainline treatment with some excellent wrestling action figures. Thunder Rosa back in the game right here with a great action figure reflecting her real-life persona, you know, the real-life intensity of Thunder Rosa. Speaking of intensity, we have Hook with his first wrestling action figure treatment in AEW Unmatched Series 7, finally getting him into the line for those of you that want a Hook on your roster. And an LJN-style CM Punk back on TV and back in the main line of Jazwares AEW wrestling action figures as well, albeit an LJN-style figure, which there's nothing wrong with that because it's long-awaited and well-deserved for CM Punk. So check out Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. As of the printing of this video, you can grab most, if not all, of AEW Unmatched Series 7, so get it because when they're gone, as you know, and there's plenty of other things for you to choose from in terms of AEW or any wrestling action figures at WrestlingFigures.com. So we've got rings, accessories, tons and tons of figures, exclusive Ringside Collectibles, exclusive figures that you can't get anywhere else. And you could do yourself a favor and get these with us instead of having to just search all around for them. It's nice and easy at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Head on over to WrestlingFigures.com and make it all about wrestling figures.